Thank you for joining us at this time. You're watching news at this hour on PNB TV. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, is to set up an inter-ministerial committee to combat the activities of degree mills today. The ministry's Director of Press and Public Relations, Ben Gong, made this known in a notice sent to journalists in Abuja. This is against the backdrop of an investigative report by a reporter, Umar Audu, with the Daily Nigerian newspaper on the activities of degree mills in Benin Republic and Togo. Bayelsa State Governor Ojo Ediri has criticized the federal government's maritime protection policy of engaging non-state actors to secure the maritime environment of the country. Ediri stated this yesterday when the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, paid him a courtesy visit at the government house in Yenagoa. The governor called on the federal government to revive the security strategy, saying it was a decision the government would later regret to have adopted in its effort to secure economic assets in the nation's territorial domain. According to media reports, the federal government had engaged a private security outfit, Tantita Security Services Limited, which is reportedly owned by a former militant leader in the Niger Delta government, Ekpemu Polo, also known as Tom Polo, to secure oil pipelines in the Niger Delta. However, the Bayelsa governor expressed concern that the continued use of unconventional security agents might cause greater security challenges in the near future. He further said the government should rather strengthen the Nigerian Navy to perform its constitutional responsibility. The Chief Whip of the Senate, Muhammad Ali Ndume, has said soldiers and other members of the armed forces fighting insurgency are not well equipped, motivated, or empowered to fight the war adequately. The senator stated this in a telephone conversation with newsmen yesterday. He argued that the salaries and other allowances of the troops are grossly insufficient to motivate them in winning the war. Ndume said since President Tinubu has openly told heads of security agencies that he will not accept failure, he needs to revisit the welfare of men and officers fighting insecurity across the country, especially in the northeast. And away from Nigeria, as fighting rages, fears grow for the largest hospital in central Gaza. The area around Al-Aqsa Hospital in central Gaza, which was usually busy before the war, is reportedly empty as fighting intensifies. A nurse at the hospital, Mohammed Abu Ali, says the intensive cardiac care unit has been closed since most doctors fled, given the risk of bombardment. According to media reports, Israel has targeted hospitals, ignoring international pleas to protect medical facilities, and drones have shot at people outside the hospital in recent days. On Monday, a doctor at Al-Aqsa posted on X to say he left the site while shooting was being fired at the hospital. In sport, Britain's Emma Raducanu has withdrawn from a charity match billed for Tuesday, a match that was part of our Australian Open build-up. The 2021 US Open champion is set to make her Grand Slam return next week in Melbourne after missing much of 2023 following ankle and wrist surgeries. She woke up a little sore after a 2-hour practice session on Monday and chose to rest instead. Earlier, original opponent Naomi Osaka pulled out and was replaced by Donna Vekic for the match at Melbourne Park. The charity match, the first of 4 scheduled to take place in the lead-up to the start of the Australian Open on Sunday, was later cancelled. World number 2 Carlos Alcaraz and Australian number 1 Alex de Minaur meet on Wednesday. And that's it for the news at this hour. Thank you so much for watching. I am Omar. Please, good afternoon.